Alright, what's up, guys? We are back here with another review, and today we're looking at 1987's A Return to Salem's Lot. Now, this is the sequel to Salem's Lot, but it was 8 years after the original film, since it was 1979 when Salem's Lot came out. And then it took them 8 years to come out with this one. Okay. I'm going to say right now, this is one of the worst movies I have ever seen. It is terrible. The acting in this movie is terrible. The main villain's final appearance looks like somebody took this costume and auditioned for a Scooby-Doo monster. It says it's a sequel, but it has nothing to do with the original film or what happened in the original film. And it completely shits on the fan base of the original film. It's just terrible. It shits on it and says, fuck it, I'm going to become the worst sequel that I can ever come up with. It's shit. It is shit. The acting is terrible. The costumes are terrible. I feel like this movie was made on a $1,000 budget. It's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Terrible. Oh, okay, where to start with this one? So it starts off with this guy. I don't know what the fuck his name is, but he's down in like this jungle place somewhere in Africa. I don't even fucking care. And then he gets called back to the States because his grandmother or his mother died. And she was taking care of his son. So he went up there to Salem's Lot with his kid. Well, he gets his kid from the airport. And he finds out that his mother had an inheritance or whatever. And she gave him a house. So he decides to go to Salem's Lot, which is also called Jerusalem's Lot in this movie, which makes no sense. And this movie is terrible. You want to know why? Because in the original Salem's Lot, they burned down the town. But in this one, the town never burned down. And this guy is the new main character of this movie is a reporter or journalist type guy. He's a writer like in the original one, but this movie calls itself a sequel. Which makes no sense because there's nothing to do with the original movie. So he's like, so he gets to Salem's Lot, he gets this house, and it's beaten down, and it's a house, and we get to meet the sheriff. But then 30 minutes in the movie, we get this random ass scene where the sheriff of the town stop these like 4 metalhead, leather jacket, spikes, just your typical greasers. They're listening to some kind of rock music or something. Of course, it's not like actual. I'm not sure what band it was, but you can faintly hear it in the background. But like, he stops these like 4 greasers. And one of them's got like a NoFX pin on and a bunch of punk rock bands. I don't even fucking know. But he stops these guys, and then a couple of people wearing suits come out of nowhere and start biting these people in the neck like vampires. So everybody in the town are vampires in this movie. And they can't come out during the day. They only sleep at night. This movie completely shits on the idea of the original. The townspeople weren't vampires in the original. And their story is one of the ships that was sailing with the Mayflower crashed, and people thought everybody died on that ship, but somehow they magically became vampires, and they've been living here, and now they own a half of North Dakota, or wherever the fuck they said they owned. I don't even care. This movie sucks. So, yeah. We get a lot of bullshit with this movie. I really don't understand why this movie exists. It is one of the worst movies I've seen. Basically, to skip an entire movie. I don't even want to admit. So what happens is these vampire people confront the guy coming for his mother's inheritance or something. So he's got him, the main character, and his kid. The mayor or whatever of the town approaches him, and he says, like, oh, so apparently they turned his grandmother into a vampire. She didn't actually die. She's like a fucking vampire now. Who fucking cares? This movie sucks. So I guess he wants this guy to build him a Bible, which he says he won't get published until 200 years after this. A Bible? 200 years? What? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Those of you who have seen the original Salem's Lot, you have to be thinking the same thing I'm thinking. What the fuck? A Bible? Why the fuck do they need a Bible? It just doesn't make sense. This movie doesn't make sense. I don't get it. And then we get... So apparently during the day in this town, we get this other stupid feature. The humans hanging around the town during the day running the gas stations and shit are called drones, and they don't speculate why, but they just call them drones. They don't go into any more detail, and it makes no sense. And the mayor's son or whatever is like the sheriff, and he totes around during the day, but they don't go into detail whether he's a vampire or not. He's probably not, since he can walk out during the day. It just doesn't make sense. Oh, god damn it. And then we get the only enjoyable part of this movie, this old guy. And even he is like, ugh. I mean, god damn it, this guy makes no sense. So out of nowhere, oh, god damn it. So him and the kids start like fixing up this house, and we get this weird ass montage with no sound except a couple bangs and smashes. And they're like fucking fixing up this house, and within a day, they completely renovate this house. It makes no sense. And then the dad goes back, I guess they're fixing the house, and his son was playing with some of the kids. And mind you, this kid is like 9 or 10. He was playing with some of the kids last night, and the dad sits down in the kitchen, and his son comes in there, and he's like, because his son's like a real douchebag to him or whatever, and he's like, oh, mind you, earlier in the movie, he found out that his dead wife was actually a vampire in this town, and we find out that his dead wife was 14 when she got turned into a vampire. And basically this guy's like 32 or something, and he's fucking a 14-year-old vampire. Yes, 2 sex scenes where he is screwing a 14-year-old vampire. Moving on. Then the dad sits down in the kitchen and asks the son, because the son met this like other 9 or 10-year-old girl the night prior, and he's like, son, Did you get laid last night? He asked this 9 or 10-year-old kid, did you get laid last night? And then the kid's like, no, did you? Like, so casually, no, did you? You know, guys, I just hope you know that I sat through this movie on 3 separate occasions. I watched this movie 3 times to get the full feel of it, just so I could do this fucking review. You're welcome. Oh my god. And then we meet this stupid old guy. So apparently there's another scene in this movie where the vampires are trying to like make this author guy like them. And they explain that they drink cow blood, but when they're having a celebration, they drink human blood. And there's this stupid ass scene where they're marrying 2 vampire children that are like 8 and 9. These like 9-year-olds marrying each other, and it's just like, is this movie almost over? This movie is 1 hour and 40 minutes. It's still too long. I had trouble getting through this. I mean, the first half an hour was hard for me. I clicked the time on it and I see there's still half an hour left, and I'm like, oh my god, you gotta be fucking kidding me. How much more bullshit can they pack in this? I honestly don't get this movie. So then we meet the old guy. The old guy comes up in this like car, and I guess he's tooting through town looking for his brother or whatever he says. And he's actually looking for a Nazi. I'm not kidding you about that. He's apparently, this guy is like an ex-detective or something, and he hunts down Nazis because apparently he has the ability to magically find them. And he holds this Luger. And like, apparently Salem's Lot has this Nazi vampire in it, and I'm just like, oh, great, Nazi vampires. Next thing you know, a giant Nazi baby fetus is going to burst through the door. Oh, god damn it. So he's looking for this Nazi guy, and the kid knows who it is, and they go to the school. Long story short, they hold up in the church, they start making a bunch of steaks and holy water, and they go around town burning it up, staking people. And then we get the final scene of the movie where we got a bunch of vampires, the old guy, and the son is like down in this coffin, and the mayor guy is up on the stage. They're at the school, by the way, so he's like in the gym, so there's like a stage or whatever. And the dad comes in. Oh, the mayor's about to stake his kid through the heart. I mean, because apparently it's like, oh, you staked my people, I'm going to stake yours. So the old guy pulls out his Luger and shoots the fucking mayor guy in the head. And then he's like, oh, you're not going to get me, you fucking bloodsuckers. And he shoots himself in the stomach and he's dead. No, he actually comes back later. Oh, the bullet that he used in his gun was a blank. I don't even fucking care. So, long story short, town burns down. Old guy comes back with this bus that he magically managed to get out of air. So, early in the movie, there's like this tourist bus that pops up. And the mayor comes on I guess the mayor like gets on the bus and he's like, I'm the mayor of this town, and you're gonna have to get off the bus because there's been an accident. And I'm just like, there's no car accident in sight, and these people are just like, all right, we can get off the bus. It's just like, ugh. I mean, these people just get off the bus, like, not even questioning why there's no car accident or anything. They're just like, we're gonna get off the bus. It's just, like, so stupid. And then they get off the bus, and a bunch of vampires pop out of nowhere and kill them. There's a lot of random-ass scenes. There's one scene in this where these 2 homeless guys are, like, sleeping on a log or whatever, and they got, like, Jack Daniels. One of them's got, like, this bottle of Jack Daniels, And he throws it on the ground and spills it everywhere. And the other guy is like, oh, that was my Jack Daniels. You can't steal that. And these kid vampires come out of nowhere and randomly kill these homeless people out. Just randomly kill these homeless people. And I'm just like, I'm trying to calm down at this point because it's so bad. So the movie ends with the old guy, the kid, and the dad driving away from the burning town. And credits roll. Oh. I don't even know what this movie. You know, I searched this movie up on Google and I went to the Rotten Tomatoes page and the IMDb page. But when I searched it up on Google, I expect there's not many of them, but this has an 88% rating among Google users. This movie has an 88% rating. That means 88% of the people that watch this on Google, or whatever, Google Play or whatever Google Movies. I doubt anybody uses that because there's other quality streaming services. But some people probably do. And 88% of them liked it. And I want to kill those 88%. I truly do. I want to kill them. Let's stake them in the heart. They need to die. Yeah. Turn to Salem's Lot. I'm giving this movie an F for fucking terrible because it sucks. If you wanted this movie to have an A, then you're an idiot. Thank you. This movie sucks. Remember, leave a comment, like, and subscribe.